Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Darran from Squeak and Bubbles Carpet Cleaners. Look at the view we have got today. Look at that. What a view from Leeds city centre. Right, so I've already done a video of myself with my iPhone. I'm using the Meta glasses. So we're on this property today. It's a building on Queen Street in Leeds city centre. So we've got 4 floors to do, roughly just over 32,000 square feet of office carpets to clean. So we do this every year. We've been doing it for the past 5-6 years now. In fact, this is the 6th year we've been with them. So we've got all this carpet. They've actually changed it around a little bit. This. So there's some coffee stains there. So welcome to the NIHR Academy. So I think it's like a research lab. Yeah. So all this area, it is massive. What is very painstaking, I'll be honest with you, is the fact that we're going to have to move all these chairs out. It wasn't like this last year, as many desks as this, so we're going to have to pull the chairs out and go underneath them. So stain wise, it's not too bad to say these, about a year old. I suppose you wouldn't expect a lot of stains, but some stains there. So you can tell it's just coffee, but people have bumped into each other, or they've filled the cup up too much. We're not t'other, I say. And then we've got down here as well. All down here to do. So it is a very big area. Like I said, 4 floors. They're all mirrored. Staying there by the looks to it. Might not show up, but that's where it is. So it is a big area. Huge. We do bigger. There's only 2 of us today on this, but it's going to be a long day. But we will get it cracked off, and then the office opens tomorrow. So, what am I using? Well, this is what I'm going to be using. So I've got my 17-inch rotary. Needs a bit of a wipe, to be honest. But anyway, I have quite a few people saying, in fact, I had 2 messages this morning on TikTok saying, what machine is that? Well, I don't know if you can see it there. Viper. So it's a Viper machine. I do have 2 of them. I've got one, but it's a red top. They both do the same. It's got a feeder tank, so it allows me to manoeuvre around a lot quicker rather than pre-spraying all the time. And it really does slow down pre-spraying. So I've always had a feed tank when I come to rotaries. And what I like about this one and the other, when you're cleaning with encapsulation products, you want to use a weighted machine because it's all to do with chemistry. I've already got a pad on there. It is a zebra pad. Now, I only use 2 types of solutions. I either use Hydro 202 from World of Clean or Solutions down in Cornwall, or the second products that I use is this one, which is, you might be able to see it or you may not, Dynamo. Now you get this from Restovate up in Newcastle. So I've brought more than enough for this particular job. But they are 2 really good encapsulation products. Now, I've been doing this 19 years. I've tried other products on the market, but for me, those 2, Dynamo and Hydro 202, are far better than anything else that I've used. There's a lovely scent when it comes to Dynamo, and it really does keep the smell as well. So when the staff come in tomorrow, it will still smell exceptionally nice. So I'm going to have a brew, and then we're going to start the area there. But you can see all the vast chairs all over the place. They're all going to need pulling out. So we've got a long day ahead. Like I said, I can't film everything, guys, because I just don't have the time to cover 4 floors. I don't want to be losing light, so that's the thing. So you'll see a little bits and bats from this floor. Then after that, like I said, the floors are mirrored. So what you see on this floor, it's the same on the other 3 floors as well. A big shout out to all my new subscribers, all my followers. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Oh, look at this as well. They've even left us some sweets. Ooh. So I'd really do appreciate it. And once again, any questions to do with carpet cleaning or hard floors, I'm industry trained, so please send me a message. I always say I'm not a wealth of knowledge, but I will try my very best. If you want to talk about a carpet machine, what's a good startup package, would you start carpet cleaning, just ask me and I'll see what I can do for you. Right guys, I'm going to have a quick brew and then I'm going to get cracking on with it. Thanks for watching. So we're getting there. One of the things I've noticed in quite a lot of areas underneath the desks is actually plug sockets on the floor. So I'm having to be really, really careful not to hit them. So I don't want to blow anything and for the whole building to go up in flames. I don't think my public insurance won't be very happy, my insurance company. And not only that, I don't want to damage anything, obviously, apart from clunking there. Clunk, clink. Can you see there? A couple of plug sockets that I can't really do anything there, apart from just go around it. But we're getting quite a few of those plug sockets quite well all over. The floor, it is honestly, it is so uneven, even with an E, not a H. Well, they do say, as Yorkshire folk don't pronounce our H's. I thought we did, but I suppose when you come from the neck of the woods, like those from, is it Sussex? Thank you, instead of thank you, and free, Essex, free, instead of three. Adele's the worst culprit, not pronouncing words properly. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. So, it's just, yeah, exactly, just different dialects, that's all. So yes, us Yorkshire folk don't pronounce our H's. I try. Well, I usually do, to be fair. I think a lot of it depends who you hang around with as well as a kid. Like some of my friends at school, they spoke great English. They pronounced the H's. Yeah, and then some others, they speak, oh, a lot of hair there. And they would literally pronounce, they'll be really broad Yorkshire. So you might think, well, how much solution do you need to put out on the carpet? Well, that's like saying, how long is a piece of string? So I've got a trigger there, as you can see. I just release that and the solution comes out the bottom. So because the solution goes onto the pad, it soaks the pad. Now you can get some rotaries and it will spray the solution in front of them, so it'll be like jets going out. Once again, it's personal preference, it's personal choice. I prefer this method myself because I like to make sure the pad is nice and wet at all times. But it's personal preference how you want to set up when it comes to encapsulation products. Once again, how do you get work from commercial side of things? We are always busy with commercial offices and communal blocks. So how do we get the work? Well, a lot of it's word to mouth. Some of it. A lot of it is a website as well, because I'm so highly ranked on Google. Generic, that is, unpaid for. Don't pay for it. If your website is well worded, then there's no need to worry about it not being highly ranked. But you can't just leave it, you need to work on it. as well. Don't copy and paste other websites. Google is very familiar with that and knows what you're doing. It'll class your website as spam and it won't rank you anywhere. So you just need to make sure your website is well worded for the, you know, for your service that you're actually doing. There you go, it's cleaning up well. And just be honest with people, whether it's domestic and commercial. Don't lie. Don't try and pull the wool over our eyes and say this and that, because it just won't happen at all. You know, you won't get customers. You can't promise to remove every single stain. You just can't say that. So just be honest. Just tell them what will come out, what won't come out. It's like if I get a job to do, I always say to the customer, attempt of stain removal, that's what I say. No guarantees, however my price remains the same, and that covers you then. Either send them a text, so that's down in writing as well, or an email, so they've got it there, so they can't blame you if the stain don't come out even though you've already agreed. But I've never had any trouble in 19 years because I've always been honest with people, and that's honestly, that's all I can say to you when it comes to carpet cleaning. Be honest at all times and use the right gear and a well worded website and you'll do well. Some marketing as well. If your background sales and marketing, then you'll do well. Right guys, so when we're starting, I've had my brew, nice cup of coffee, nice and strong. So I'm just releasing some fluid there onto it. There we go. Let's get the pad. I've already soaked the pad actually, so there we go. Let's just get up here. So the vast majority of this carpet, to be honest with you, is really clean. So I had to be careful. I think I mentioned it yesterday in one of the jobs we did, the doctor's surgery, where another company had hired a cleaning company in to clean the carpets, even though they weren't professional. And you see it there, that's where there's plugs, and the cleaners didn't know about it, and they actually went over with a machine and soaked underneath, and it literally cut out everything. So everything cut out. It was absolutely a nightmare. Apparently all the servers went down in this big company, they lost everything, and then they got us in. Oh man, I could tell you some horror stories. Went to another job, I think it was for Regis offices, Leeds City Centre, to have a look at their offices, and the company, the cleaning company they'd used before, they'd used a machine, and it's all to do with speed on the rotary as it spins round, and they must have used the wrong pads, and also the speed must have been too much, because, or too fast, the RPMs, and it literally put permanent swirl marks in the carpet. Can you believe that? They damaged the carpet. So I put my everything together, compiled everything, and said, look, this is permanent damage, it all needs replacing, you need to go back to a cleaning company. And this is a problem with cleaning companies, national cleaning companies. They just subcontract work out, or they'll use their own cleaners trying to cut cost. Don't do that. You need to hire a proper company like myself, Squeak and Bubbles, and that's what you need to do. You need to give me a ring, or other reputable companies who solely look after this type of work, who don't do anything else, because this is their job. You have to be trained. I'm not bothered what anybody says. You need to be trained. You need to know what solutions to put on. That looks great, that. You need to know what solutions to put on a carpet. You need to know about the machine, different stains. I mean, when you use an encapsulation product, it's really good anyway, so it does clean up a lot of stains. Like there's a bad coffee stain there, it's gone now. So here we are, done all that section there, looking good. See a few swirl marks, we've already been under there. Oh no, we haven't. Could tell then. So we don't have time to move all the filing cabinets. They are fully aware. This is a regular client of ours. And you have to be careful as well when you're moving certain things, because you don't want to... There we go. You don't want to put wood on top of a damp carpet, because it will draw up, and then you could end up damaging or metal on carpet once it's been cleaned, because it can leave stain marks, rust marks from the metal. There's a lot of furniture now anyway that have got usually pads underneath, but there's still quite a lot. Like, we don't move filing cabinets. Man, who has filing cabinets these days? I don't think a lot of offices, in fact I can't recall any offices, many at all, that will have a filing cabinet. Oh yeah, apart from the one yesterday, yeah. So this floor is so uneven because it's concrete, and if the guys who've installed the concrete floors haven't done a good job, then it just makes it a bit more difficult with the rotary. So I've already been in that corner there. So it smells great already, this. So there's a lot of glue marks on this from the tiles. Whoever installed the tiles just overlapped with the glue, can't do anything about that. Looking good. Big coffee stains come out what was there. Can you smooth those chairs please, Ruth? So we've done all that area all the way down there. So we've got all this section to do to the right and to the back there. Then this floor, the first floor of 4 is done. Cover that a bit more, shall we? You always can spot the scruffy ones under some desks. Of course, there's coffee and tea stains all over. The edges, obviously, because nobody's walking around there, are very clean. But I suppose on a scale to 10 being really bad, stain-wise and mucky-wise, 10 being bad, I would say this is probably about a 4, 3, 4, so it's not that bad. If anything, what we do seem to get a lot of, it's a lot of hair on the floor. Eesh. And it's definitely not my hair, because I'm bald as a coot. In fact, a coot's bald. Interesting. So once again, I'm using a 17-inch zebra pad on this, 17-inch rotary. Some people are using Auric, or you can even use a 21-inch rotary, but I always go for a 17-inch rotary because they're just so more manageable in tight places as well. I always bring the Auric as well, or the floor mat. If you don't know what a Auric is, they're smaller, and some of the offices are quite tiny inside. It can be quite awkward just to spin round with a 17-inch rotary, but all the offices here are quite big inside, so it's just a case of moving the chairs from one side to the other. Drying times, how long does it take to dry? You probably, oh, it's so uneven then. Probably takes about, I don't know, 2 hours to dry, there around. But that, you can see that almost drying down there already. So, and we've just done that about, what, 20 minutes, half an hour ago. So it is drying relatively quickly. There's aircon on in here anyway, so that will make it dry quick as well. So I've done all the area there, looking good, looking good. So you can see the solution in the tank moving about, can you see it? Wobble, wobble, wibble, wobble. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. I'll need one after this job. Oh man. You have to be, you don't have to work the core doing this job, you know. Especially when you've got a zebra pad on and you're working against the carpet fibre as well. But I'm used to it. But any newbies out there, you're going to be thinking, what on earth? And to control a machine as well, anybody who watches me controlling this machine thinks, oh yeah, that looks easy. But I can tell you now, it's not as easy as you think. I mean, it's a lot easier for me now because I'm used to it, and you know, I mean, like you just twist it a little bit one way, it'll go that way. You twist it that way, it'll go to the right. So, but it does take a bit to get used to, and some people just can't get the hang of it. And you have to be careful that it doesn't kick back. And if it does kick back, then you're going to know about it. You could snap your wrist, or the machine could tip over, fly over, and especially if the floor's uneven like this. You know, it can literally spin off, so you have to be careful. I've never had it done to myself, thank goodness, but I'm always aware of it. So you always need to make sure you've got your hands firmly on the machine, no messing about. There's a coffee stain there. So it is relatively quick when you're doing it. Like I said, the solution is very expensive. I'll probably use maybe, I don't know, 5, 10, maybe 15 litres of dynamol on this job over 4 floors. Well, there's 3 floors after this. So I'm just doing all this area here. So what do you think of my channel, guys? Leave me a message. Do you like my channel? Do you think it's informative? Is there anything else you'd like me to say? Do you think I look like Tom Cruise? I always say that to my customers, you know. They find it quite funny. Right. And it's annoying to my wife as well. She gets annoyed because I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Maybe I should say, do you think I look like Brad Pitt? Or Telly Savalas? Or Omar Sharif? Right. Just go that bit there, I can see just faintly a bit of a coffee stain. That looks great. So what made me get into carpet cleaning then? Somebody asked once. I don't know really. I think when I first started for the first year or so, I just did window cleaning using the water fed pole system, and I got loads of schools, well, like the school overseer. So I've got loads of schools on board, and then I used to pass work over to another carpet cleaner, and I used to think, hang on, he's earning more money than me. And then I thought, you know, I'm going to try it. And I tried it, did a course, and I loved it. So, yeah. It's hard work compared to my old days when I used to be a DJ in nightclubs and selling days, but it's nice. You get to meet your customers, you get to build up a reputation, you get to build up a rapport with your customers as well. And it's good to talk, isn't it? It's good to talk to your customers. It's not all about the money. Some people might think it is. It is, obviously, because bills need to be paid. But, you know, you want to build up a friendship, don't you, as well? That's what it's all about. Build up a friendship. Talk to your customers. I've got another media company. I've got another company. It's called Wowzers Art Media Guy. That's Wowzers Art Media Guy. So I make key rings and coasters and things like that. In fact, if you have a look on TikTok and Instagram, Wowzers Art Media Guy, I'm in Leeds, you'll see some of the stuff I do. So I met my customers as well, keyrings, freebies as well, and they love it, absolutely love it. So if you've got a company out there and you want me to make stuff for you, just drop me a couple of messages, I can give you prices. But making keyrings for your customers, honestly, they love it, absolutely think it's great. And a lot of my customers, because I'm based in Leeds, a lot of my customers want Leeds United keyrings, so I make Leeds United keyrings for them. The odd Man U keyring, raw. But the vast majority, or I make coasters as well. So have a look, Wowzers Art Media Guy, guys. And if you want anything making for your business, for your customers, I'll give you a price. Bulk orders are best. But it's just a bit of a side company that I do, side business that I do in my spare time. But like I said, I've been doing, well, I set it up just before lockdown. And it's taken off, but I'd rather do this all day long because it keeps you fit for one, and I like to be out when you're making stuff, key rings and things like that. You're always indoors, so I like to be outdoors, talking to people, meeting people, having nice coffees and nice coffee shops. Can't do that when you're stuck at home, can you? Unless you've got a coffee machine.